Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. For my dear guys, for my dear audience. In this video, I'll describe some different and much beautiful metal sculpture ideas. My dear guys, creating metal sculptures can be an exciting and creative way to explore different form, texture, and techniques. So, some metal sculpture ideas to inspire your next project, like as first of all, abstract geometric sculpture. My dear guys, when we talk about abstract geometric sculpture, then create sculpture using geometric shapes like spheres, cubes, or pyramid, and the material which is used stainless steel, aluminium, or copper. So when we talk about its design, then interlocking shape combine multiple geometric shapes that interlock or balanced on one another and polish surface use polished metal for a sleek modern look or patina for a rustic effect and floatic illusion suspend parts of the sculpture to create the illusion of floating. So some animal sculpture craft realistic stylized animal using metal. So some recycled metal pot, steel rods or sheet metal. It is also used for an animal sculpture. So design, my dear guys, some design tips when we talk about animal sculpture. Create life-sized animal for dramatic impact in gardens or public spaces. So as design fantastical creature like dragons or griffins for unique twist. So use wire to create lightweight airy sculptures that capture the scene of movement. So as a kinetic sculpture, make sculptures that move with the wind or can be mechanically powered. So stainless steel, aluminium, and bearing material which is used in kinetic sculpture. So some design tips: wind power, create element that spin or rotate in the wind, like pinwheel or propellers, and some balanced movement. Use counterweight to create sculptures that sway or tilt with minimal force, and solar power. Incorporate solar powered motor to create movement and light. So some recycled metal art use scrap metal old tools or cars parts to create sculptures, and the material which is used scrap metal, nuts, bolt, and old machinery parts. So some recycled metal art, some different tips. Junkyard animal, assemble animals or insects from old car parts, tools, and machinery. And industrial aesthetic, embrace the raw industrial look of the material, leaving weld and rust visible. So found object assemblage, combine various found objects into a cohesive sculpture, focusing on balance and contrast. So, my dear guys, some botanical and floral sculpture create metal sculptures that mimic the shape of the flowers, trees, or plants. So, some material which is used copper, steel, or aluminium in a botanical and floral sculpture. My dear guys, some design tips like is a copper flower craft delicate flowers with copper petal that develop a natural patina over time, and some metal trees. Create a metal tree with the intricate branches, perfect as your garden centerpiece, and oversized bloom. Design large-scale flowers, sculptures for bold artistic statement. So as a human figure, we can use sculpt human forms either elastic or abstract, and the material which is used is a bronze, steel, or mixed metal. So some human figures design tips Abstract forms focus on fluid abstract representation of the human body using smooth curves and lines. So create realistic sculptures with detail, feature, and different expressions like is happiness, a smiling face, or the suppose and motion. Capture dynamic poses or movement of action to bring the sculptures to life. So some interactive sculptures create sculptures that invite interaction such as touch or movement and steel, bronze, and mixed media are also in use in interactive sculptures, and some design tips build sculptures that changes or move when touched using sensor or simple machine in different categories. Some playable or design sculptures that can be played like musical instrument or games. So functional sculpture combine art with functions such as creating a bench that doubles as a piece of art. So minimalist line sculpture focus on clean line and simple forms and steel rods, wire or tubing which is used in minimalist line sculpture and some design tips. My dear guys, create minimalist figures or shapes using thin wire, emphasizing the simplicity of form and the floating lines. Suspend thin metal lines to create the illusion of floating shapes in space. So as a monochromatic look, my dear guys, use a single type of metal for different monochromatic look are then finished to keep the different design of minimal and cohesive with the different styles and different strategies position. So wall mounted sculpture, my dear guys, design sculpture mean to be mounted on walls serving as both art and decor by different walls in an interior position or an exterior position. So, my dear guys, copper is also used for wall mounted sculptures, and also brass are also used for wall mounted sculpture, and steel are also used for wall mounted sculptures, and some iron is also used for wall mounted sculpture. So, some design tips, my dear guys. Layered metal use multiple layers of metal to create depth and texture in the sculpture and texture surface experiment with hammering, etching or cutting patterns into metal and organic forms create wall art that mimic organic forms like leaves, waves or tree branches. So lighted metal sculpture are also material incorporating lighting into the sculpture for a dramatic effect like as a steel, copper and lead light are also used in the material and backlit art it is also some different design integrated lighting shadow play create a silhouettes that are black backlit for an impactful evening display. So embed LED light into the sculpture to highlight specific areas or create patterns of light. So design the sculpture to cast interesting shadow when lit, adding another layer of visual interest. So my dear guys, these ideas can serve as a starting point for your metal sculpture project, allowing you to explore different style, techniques and material. So thank you very much guys for watching my video and your affectionate love with me. Once again, thank you.